Cutter's Degrassi Unpopular Opinions. Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's me, Cutter Historical, welcoming you to another Degrassi Unpopular Opinion. And this is about Snake. But no, this is not about the current Snake. This is about the Snake in the 1980s. And why 80s Snake pissed someone off. So, there was a Reddit post by Phoebe Beast, and basically saying that this person follows Degrassi's no contacts Twitter, and they were screen capping schools out. One of their tweets was the scene about Joey bragging about being late, and Snake tells him to shut up. Someone replied to the tweet and said that they found Snake annoying in Schools Out. You know, the Degrassi High movie, and I agree. All of Snake's problems in the movie he brought on himself. Mostly because he chose to keep those friends. You know, Snake was annoyed by Joey basically about having sex and that Snake had nobody around and all that. He got mad and all that. And he was mad that, Joey got Snake to allow him to drive his parents' car, Snake's parents' car, because, they had to get Wheels to an eye doctor appointment. And basically, Snake was flipping out over an incident he should have avoided and all that. Joey didn't really respect him as a friend, so he should have ended the friendship. And Snake and Wheels were frenemies, if anything. Especially after Wheels' parents died, and how Wheels basically took advantage of Snake's nature and all that. I don't know why, and saying that basically, I don't know, blame Snake for not wanting to be friends with Wheels, but why does he keep the friendship and all that? After all the fights, Snake calls him out for not growing up. He stays friends with him and all that. And it bothers Snake that Wheels is getting drunk at the garage all summer and working his car, but basically Snake doesn't walk out of the friendship. All that. So basically, the post is basically trying to get the fact that, why would Snake keep Wheels and Joey as friends even though they both really ticked him off in a sense? And basically, Beckcherry agrees that, I agree that, well, after finishing Schools Out again, I agree with your opinion. Spike and Snake were actually annoying for some reason and all that. Somebody even said that Snake's character seemed a little incel-like. He was jealous that Joey got all the girls. He was complaining the whole movie about single. Why didn't he do anything about it? Of course, it was wrong for Joey to be cheating on Caitlin, but basically they made Snake's character look bad. Ugh agreed. Snake complained he was single, but he didn't really get to know any other girls and all that. He didn't really try hard and all that. Basically, how Snake said about spilled the beans about Joey's tryst on Tessa while being still with Caitlin and all that. All that. Some say Snake had toxic insecurity and all that. Basically, Snake as a teen, it just didn't make sense. Yeah, I feel that Snake as a teen didn't really get a lot of super storylines, except for the one that his brother came out of the closet and all that. So, what you got was huge and all that. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, it's got to be that, Snake seemed a little off to you and me. I mean, yeah, I agree with this person that Snake, why, if he was mad at Joey and Wheels for their actions and all that, especially in Schools Out, why did he keep him? Because maybe it's just insecurity. And that person is right because, there's a massive insecurity with Snake. Because he doesn't really have friends and all that. He can't really make friends. So basically, it was like, what the hell? But yeah, Snake seemed a little bit more annoying as fuck and all that. And, maybe it just played on his character for later seasons because, he doesn't seem to be that friendly and all that. maybe Snake becomes friendly with people, but basically they take advantage of him, so he basically gets angry and basically different personality type comes out of him. Sure to please you. So when you look at the grand scheme of things with Snake and all them, it's like, sure, that happened. I mean, Snake was a terrible person in that movie. I mean, yes, he did. He was justified in basically spilling the beans on Joey's relationship with Caitlin. And, he was concerned about Wheels and all that. And, he broke off with Wheels after Wheels had that accident that killed that 2-year-old. But, I mean, like, Snake probably was just being terrible as a person. And I think he tried to find a relationship with a girl, but failed miserably. So basically, he just gave up trying and all that. But when you look at it, it's like, yeah. I mean, why didn't Snake just cut off from Wheels, especially after Wheels went off the rails after his parents' death and all that? Or not the parents' death, if you will. I mean, Snake should have just cut Wheels out. He should have cut Joey out because Joey basically was not really being a good friend to Snake as much as we all like to believe. But I mean, Snake was his own worst enemy. I mean, I agree with that context and all that. And basically, he tries to be the fun guy in Degrassi Next Gen, but is not completely sound enough. And I mean, he's got concerns. He's got a lot of things going for and against him. I mean, the guy tries, he might, just failed miserably. But in the end, I feel that Snake deserved a lot more credit where credit was due. And I feel that Snake in the 80s, especially Schools Out, basically, it was the creative force behind Schools Out. Like, Degrassi High ended the year prior, and then they basically come out with this edgy Degrassi High movie, that's really edgy. That basically there are moments that, Degrassi never covered on the TV show, but they covered in this movie. Like, Joey's cheating on Caitlin with Tessa, and still being Caitlin, getting Tessa pregnant. Tessa aborts the baby, but doesn't tell Joey anything about being pregnant. But I mean, like, Tessa would have probably got in Joey's head if she told him about Joey, about the fact that he impregnated her. Joey basically may have felt guilty and been with Tessa and all that. And he might have broken off with Caitlin to be with Tessa. I don't know. And then, you got Wheels turning into an alcoholic who said he wouldn't touch beer after what happened to his parents. But basically, he headed to Calgary with a car and he's happy as can be. And then he ends up going with Lucy to get chips for somebody. But basically, crashes in a car. Snake's thrown in jail. Look, Wheels is thrown in jail for a long time. Lucy has eye problems and basically she has surgeries and basically gets her sight back and all that. But it does ruin Lucy's development in a sense. I mean, let's not forget that one of the characters nearly drowned at the resort and all that. And I don't know who saved her. And I don't know who that person was, but basically, yeah, that was gritty and all that. And it also feels like Lucy basically is given free rein by her parents to go up to the cottage without any adult supervision. I mean, most of them are adults, but like still, and all that. Hard to believe, don't you think? So anyway, yeah. I mean, Snake didn't really feel like an insult to me. He just basically was trying to be the voice of reason, but he failed miserably. Blame the movie for making him look like a twat. But anyway, that's the way it is. And that's the way it will be in this video. I'm Jeff Diamond. Thanks for watching.